Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today we have lots of really great updates and things to talk about. So first of all, I would like to welcome all of our Let's Go family members. We are really glad to have each one of you with us. And also welcome to all of you who are new. We're glad that you came across us. And if there is anyone here who hasn't subscribed yet, we would love it if you would consider subscribing. It's a wonderful community that we've got here, and today I would like to add that, you know what, it's a lovely distraction to talk about cruising at least once a day. Life can get a little bit hard sometimes, and I'm not submitting that my life is particularly hard at all. But I think that we all need a little bit of a distraction sometimes. And so it's wonderful to have all of you here with us to talk about this, as well as to plan for fun upcoming trips. So I wanted to let you know that I cannot believe yesterday I forgot to tell you the date. So we are sailing on March 28th of 2022 on the Regal Princess. And the name of the sailing that we're on is the Mediterranean with the Greek Isles, Italy, and Turkey. And so I apologize. I don't know why I didn't say that yesterday. And I did want to let you know that our Let's Go family member Douglas was so kind. He sent me an email this morning, and today is Friday, March 11th. And it was just the email that he received from Princess regarding this cruise. And so I looked at it and I thought, well, why didn't we get that? And you know, I know that we have this glitch and I don't know why, but every time we book a cruise with Princess, I never receive any of the information in my email. It always goes to Gordon. So I asked him, I said, why did we not get this email? And he said, oh, I got it. And so thank you, Douglas, very much for sending this to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it. It is just their welcome aboard email that they always do. And it has the things in there like reminding everyone you need to be vaccinated and you need to do everything in the Medallion app so that you can be ready to board and just all those kind of things. But the thing that I thought was really interesting and a little bit puzzling is they have a little section for vaccination and testing, and they have a link that, you know, it says you need to be vaccinated, so follow this link to get all the details, and it links you to the FAQ page for sailings out of the United States. And so right before I did this video, I looked, and there are still not any updates from Princess or from any other cruise lines what their protocols are going to be for Alaska or Europe. And so I don't really know why for a sailing in Europe they linked us to the protocols for sailings from the United States unless they are going to be identical, which would surprise me a little bit. So I wanted to let you know that I looked and I found a place in Rome where you can book a COVID test. So if the protocols do stay the same and we need to do our own COVID test like 2 days before we get on the ship, we'll have a place for that. And if anyone is staying, like you're going to stay in Rome after your cruise and then you're going to need a test to fly home to the United States or to any other country, we've got a place where you can book a test. And so we will wait and see what develops with that. But I just wanted to tell you all that so that you're not worrying about that. We've got at least one place, and I've seen a few others advertised, but I feel really good about the one that I have found. And so I wanted to let you know we are going to fly in, I think it's May 24th. It's the Tuesday, the 28th is a Saturday. And so we selected our tickets. We did Princess Easy Air so that we are going to leave in time so that we arrive in Rome early on Wednesday morning. So that will give us all day Wednesday and then Thursday and Friday to do sightseeing. And so in connection with that, I would love it if any of you have a favorite place in Rome, somewhere that you've eaten, somewhere that you have visited that you just think is worth recommending to someone else. Would you put those in the comments below? I have been to Rome several times now. Lots of times, and I've visited so many places. I've eaten lots of yummy food there, and but I would really like to get your input as well, because I kind of have a bad habit. I often go back to places that I love, and there's a lot to be said for that as well. But I would say we know we're going to go to the Vatican again because I just need to go there. And if you haven't been to the Villa Borghese yet, and they call it the Galleria Borghese for the actual art museum part of it, that is remarkable. That's worth a visit if you enjoy art at all. And the other place I think that was, Gordon wants to go to the Roman Forum again, and so we're going to go walk through there and take a look at some things. But other than that, we're just trying to decide. I think we might do a day trip out to Villa d'Este and the Hadrian Villa. I've been to the Villa d'Este before, but it was when we only had maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours there, and the gardens and the waterfalls and the fountains and just everything, and the villa itself is just so beautiful that I wanted to take a longer look at that. And so those are the things we're thinking, but I would love to hear from you. So yeah, and anything else you've got to tell me about Rome, I'd love to, or anywhere else, would love to hear about it. The next thing that I wanted to let you know is we've got an update. One of our Let's Go family members was so kind to send me the notice that they received. We've got an update on the Alaska cruise tours, like the land tours that they do for 2023. So it says that the National Park Service just recently announced that they are going to close a section of the Denali Park Road for the 2023 Alaska season due to road construction. And so it says your bus tour will now go to mile 43 near the East Fork River. And so they have already, it said, updated the itinerary in the cruise planner. And so you can take a look at that and updated the tour description and everything. But if you have already booked that, you're going to get a refund, like $35 a person for adults and $15 a person for children. And it kind of connects and it affects the Tundra Wilderness Tour and the Natural History Tour. And so just kind of look for that. And if you have not made your final payment yet, the $35 per adult and the $15 per child will just be deleted from, deducted from the amount that you still owe. But I wanted to get that word out there so that everybody would know who is booked next year in 2023 on an Alaska land tour to take a look, so that you are aware that your itinerary has changed just a little bit. And like I said, it says that it has been updated in your cruise personalizer. So just, go to the princess.com website and log in. And then once you click on your future cruises, you'll be able to see that one and click on manage this booking, and then it'll come up and you can just click on itinerary and see what all the changes are. Okay, just wanted to let you know that. The other thing that I've got to tell you about Alaska is, and I hope you don't mind me telling you this again, but that sailing that we were planning to take and then had to cancel on May 2nd, I can't remember that I've said it for a while, but if you can go on a cruise and you have like the time and the money to go on that, that would be an amazing cruise. I've looked and it is not anywhere in 2023 being offered. And the Alaska 2024 I haven't seen out yet, but they are offering a really similar one. I think it's on September 14th of this year, and it goes to like Prince Rupert in Canada instead of going to the Hubbard Glacier, but I thought it was kind of fun. It added the Prince Rupert stop. But I don't know that we can go on that. And so I just wanted to let anybody out there know, if you can go on either one of those cruises, you should go. The next thing I wanted to tell you is, if anyone's interested, Princess is going to run a little sale just for St. Patrick's Day for March 15th, 16th, and 17th. And what they're offering is if you book a cruise, they will give $50 onboard credit per person will be included. And so I would say if you already know there's a cruise you wanted to book and you like that idea, you can go ahead and get that perk with it. And so I just wanted to let you know. And if anybody ever has questions about a cruise or anything else, you're welcome to send me an email, and I am happy to tell you what I know about it or get you a quote if that's what you would like to know. I have 2 email addresses, and we've just put them in the comments below under every video. And one of them is allison.larson@dreamvacations, and the other one is letsgotraveltips@gmail.com. And you can reach me at either one. I look at them both, so however you would like. Now, the next thing I wanted to let you know is yesterday, I talked to you a little bit about what Viking is doing. And our Let's Go family member, Joanna, was so kind to let us know she has just been on Viking cruises on January 12th through the 24th and February 25th through March 9th. So she has just barely disembarked. So I really appreciated her update. She said that when they were on in January was really strict. They were only doing bubble tours, like you could only get off with a Viking tour, if you wanted to be able to get off the ship. But then the February into March trip, she said, was much more flexible, and people were able to get off in the port. And on that one in January, I should add, they weren't even letting crew off the ship, but now they're letting crew off the ship again. She said on both of those cruises, when you got on the ship, they immediately took you to your stateroom like we talked about yesterday. You had that COVID test and the PCR test, and you had to wait in your cabin until you had the negative test. But here's a little bit more information for us. She said that they were doing daily saliva PCR tests, and you had to wear a contact tracing device when you were on the ship and in the port, so that, you know, of course, if someone came down with COVID and you were close, they would test you too. But and then you also had to wear your mask unless you were in the open deck areas. And what they did in port, you just had to follow what the guidelines were in port. So I really appreciate that update, Joanna. I know a lot of people appreciate it. People that are thinking about booking a Viking cruise, this really helps them know what's going on so that they will know what to expect. And so thank you so much. And I also wanted to add, when I was looking up about cruises on Viking, you know what, they have the brand new Viking Mississippi, a brand new ship that is going to start sailing this year, and she is going to sail on the mighty Mississippi here in the United States. And she is going to be doing cruises like from Minneapolis, St. Paul down to New Orleans, also from New Orleans to Memphis, and then also from St. Louis up to St. Paul and Minneapolis. And so I just wanted to let you know about that. If you want to look at it, when you look at the ship, she is beautiful. And I think the really cool thing is you can see, I see a resemblance when I look at her to the Mississippi River boats that we are all accustomed to seeing, like with the paddle wheel in the back. Of course, she doesn't have a paddle wheel, but it is a beautiful ship, and I think it is very reminiscent of what we're used to seeing on the Mississippi River. So I thought that it was great that they took a little bit of a cue from that. But and I know that some of the other river boats do as well, but it just made me happy to see that she will be sailing here on the Mississippi River. And I just wanted to let you know about that. The next thing that I wanted to let you know is our Let's Go family member that I mentioned a couple of days ago that has COVID on the ship and was in quarantine. She sent me a quick update yesterday, and she just said that she is feeling better. She's looking forward to getting tested, and I thought it was just wonderful to hear that the other people in her travel party are all still testing negative. And so I thought that was really great news, and so thank you all for your prayers, and hopefully we will hear from her again soon and kind of know how she's doing. I would love to hear if you're watching, let us know how you're doing, and hopefully you'll be getting the negative COVID test so you can go back just to regular enjoying your cruise. The other thing that I wanted to say is two things. First of all, we've got Janet. She is on the Grand Princess on her way to Hawaii. And so if there is anyone else that is on the cruise ship that is also on the Grand Princess right now, and you would like to meet up at all, well, you just, two options. You can send me an email or put it in the comments below, and I will announce a time and a place to do that. Or you can find her comment underneath my video yesterday, March 10th, and just put a message to her, and I'm sure she'll pick it up because she's replied to me, and you could set up a time and a place if you would like. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is our Let's Go family member, Tracy. She posted over on our Let's Go Travel Tips Facebook group. She's got questions about traveling with a service dog, and a couple of you have been so kind to share information with her on what you've heard other people do and a little bit. But if anybody else has done that, would you please either reply to her over in the Facebook group on that post, or tuck it in the comments here, and I will get the word to her. Just any experience that you've had with that will maybe set her mind at ease and help her not worry so much. I just thought that would be so helpful. And if any of you have any other questions, just let us know. We've got an amazing Let's Go group here, and I really appreciate all of you helping each other and helping me, so thank you. If you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? That will help us out as well, and hit that subscribe button. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Goodbye.